Welcome to my teaching and learning channel. Today, I would like to share another teaching strategy in less than 5 minutes. The strategy that I will be sharing with you includes all kind of multimodal communication. Through this strategy, we are going to practice the following concepts: context, message, and mood. And students will have the opportunity to practice the following skills: read and understand, convey a specific message, and observe language in context. In a few words, in this strategy, we are going to experience the power of a multimodal text. I will explain this strategy as if it were a cooking recipe. These are the ingredients that you will need to recreate this strategy: images or vectors showing interactions, different situations for role play with different characters and different purposes of communication, voice recording software, a shared folder such as a Google Drive, and a set of slides with the images or vectors that you have identified. I value this strategy because it helps students to make meaning collaboratively. This strategy is very powerful because it helps students understand key insights of multimodal texts, and because through it, they share responsibilities. The goal of this strategy is for students to demonstrate their reading comprehension skills and to communicate ideas effectively. So this is step number 1. You will create a set of PowerPoint slides to share with your students. You will insert an image in each of the slides, and you will label the characters in the slide according to the sequence in which you want the interaction to happen. Remember that it's very important to use images that you own or that you have the permission to use. Step number 2. You are going to create a folder, for example, in a Google Drive, where students will upload their audios. You will assign a role to the students and share the link where they will find the slides. You will ask students to study all the communication aspects in the situation they were assigned. We have to ask them to pay attention to the body language that it shows, the context in which the situation may be happening, the possible sequence of the interventions, the message each character may be conveying to each other, and then they should record the intervention. So in a few words, when students analyze an image, they should explore the context, the mood, and they should start thinking about the vocabulary they will use, as well as the grammar structures that they will need to communicate the message that they want to transmit. Step 3. Students will write the texts that the character they were assigned will produce. Students will record the text they produce using voice recording software. Students will upload the audio into the folder you shared with them. Once all the student recordings are hosted on the folder that we shared with them, it's time to insert them into the picture. Now, I will demonstrate how you can do that. It is very important to remember that all the audios that students will upload have to be hosted in the same folder so that all of them have access and credentials to access them. So once we have inserted the video into the respective situation, students should be able to experience the multimodal text in its full potential. Students should be able to view and understand, to listen to language in context, to appreciate intonation and its connections with body language, to appreciate the connection between intonation, word choice, and message. In a few words, they are experiencing the power of the multimodal text. Completing this strategy is not the end for the stimulus that students have produced. We can extend the life and the power of this stimulus by creating the following learning opportunities: journal entries about the characters or about what they said, evaluating intonation and reflecting on the extent to which it helps to produce message, assess effective use of language, use students' productions as mentor text for future opportunities, and compare students' productions with similar productions so that they contrast and compare how they communicated message differently. I hope that you find this strategy to be useful.